Hello, welcome aboard again. This time we are operating a Class 387 on a Gatwick Express service over to London Victoria. We're currently sat at Hassocks Station, about 6 miles outside of Brighton. You will be joining me today for a bit of a drive, and I'll give you a bit of commentary as well, hopefully. So, yeah, we shall be going momentarily. So this particular train is 8 cars formed of 2 4-car Electrostar units, and off we go. So this train calls at Burgess Hill, Gatwick Airport and London Victoria. And as you can see, the Brighton Main Line, unlike the Cotswold Line, is at least double track throughout. There we go, responding to the driver vigilance there. They're pretty uninitiated. These Class 387s can draw their power from both third rail and overhead line. Obviously, being a southern region route, we're currently on third rail, 750 volts direct current. So don't stand on that rail. You'll get a nasty shock. Here we go, approaching Burgess Hill. See how many punters we have waiting. It's 6:25 in the morning, so pretty much busy go to work time for people who work in London. See how many there are. Not too many here, actually. Oh, I don't know, there's a few. There's a few. And open doors. There we go, here is our train for this trip. 387-222. Not quite sure what these are doing. They look a bit dim-witted for some reason. Well, where's the station departure board? There it is. There we go. Proof, Gatwick Airport and London Victoria. Come on, mate, move. You're gonna get it in a minute when this train goes. And you too. He's still stood there. Let's go back to the cab. So, here we go. On our way to Gatwick Airport. Catch an aeroplane, maybe. Or maybe we'll change there and go to Reading on a Class 166 Turbo. I believe, yes. We're just passing the junction where the line from the east converges, the line up from Eastbourne, which, yeah, the railway lines in this area kind of form a triangle. So you've got Brighton to Eastbourne via Lewes, Eastbourne to here via Lewes, and obviously Brighton to here, the way we've just come, straight up, forming a triangle, which is a useful diversion route, as all three routes are electrified on the third rail system. So, yeah, here we go. The next station, quite commonly used by services that split and join. As you will see when we reach there in a few minutes, there's 4 platforms, and yeah, so trains from Portsmouth and trains from Brighton, they come up here one behind the other and then join or split at the next stop. Although this particular train, being Gatwick Express, doesn't stop there. We just go flying straight through. At a maximum line speed of 90 miles an hour, which is the maximum permitted speed on this route. There we go, we're passing through Burgess Hill Station, which is, as I say, 4 platforms. So obviously joining and dividing trains use the 2 outer platforms, and then doesn't then delay any other trains if part of it is late. Off to the right, we've also got the Ardingly Stone branch, which is used by stone trains from the quarry there, and then they distribute the stones around the south of England. Whether we'll see a stone train, I'm not sure. And this is one of the main features of this line. It's fired up here. Let's get a bit of an overview. Obviously, it's quite a long way up. You certainly wouldn't want to fall off it. I believe the next station we'll pass through is. Oh no, it's not. Not yet. We haven't quite reached there, but we are not that far from Three Bridges. It's notable for being the location of the signalling centre that controls this entire route from Victoria all the way to Brighton. So if we get held up anywhere, it's a signaller in there's fault. This station here is not Three Bridges, it's Balcombe. And Dock. This is Balcombe Tunnel, which I believe is the longest on this line. Although there are a few others also on this line. It's not a very flat part of the country, holds the county of Sussex. And we've reduced our speed nicely down to the current restriction of 80 mile an hour. And back up to 90 once the rear of the train is past the speed sign. I believe from here all the way to Redhill is 4 tracks. From Redhill the line splits. So you've got the line kind of goes in 2 different directions and then meets again just before Croydon. It's a bit of a weird setup there, which is, I assume, a relic of when the line was first constructed. Right, here we go, Three Bridges station. The next station along the line is Gatwick Airport, which is our next stop. And I will stop the video there to try and keep it to a reasonable length, obviously, because it's going to be another half an hour or so from there to Victoria. And I'm sure you don't want to sit and watch the journey all the way to Victoria. We'll just keep an eye out in the sky, see if we can see any big birds flying around as we start slowing down for Gatwick Airport Station. Well, there was one. So you're getting a quite good demonstration here of how the AWS system works, warning you when you've got a signal that doesn't show a proceed aspect. Big plane right overhead. So as the last signal was a single amber, I expect the next one to be at a stop on a red aspect, which isn't really that surprising as we're stopping at Gatwick Airport. And we are 4 minutes early. And I suspect this particular train, being a Gatwick Express, might have a considerable layover here before continuing north to London. But we will soon see. Well, not scheduled a considerable layover. It's scheduled for 2 minutes, but it's going to be 6 because we're early. So, yeah. But anyway, I will love you and leave you here. Enjoy.